If you are interested in skincare, you have probably heard about retinoids. Retinoids are vitamin A-based creams that dermatologists consider first-line treatment for acne. Two of the most common options when it comes to retinoids are adapalene and tretinoin. They both work. They both improve breakouts, but they are not the same. In today's video, I am going to tell you about how these two are different and how you can think about choosing one over the other depending on the skin problem that you are trying to treat. Hi, my name is Dr. Katy Burris. I am a board-certified dermatologist practicing in Manhattan at my practice, KB Dermatology. One of the biggest differences in these two products is that adapalene 0.1% gel is available over the counter. You can walk into a pharmacy and buy it without a prescription. Tretinoin, on the other hand, always requires a prescription. Higher strength adapalene, like 0.3%, does require a prescription. But if you want something easy to start with today, without having to wait for an appointment with a dermatologist, adapalene 0.1% is usually the simpler option. But before you go out and buy it, I want to explain what skin conditions these creams treat. Both adapalene and tretinoin are considered first-line treatments for acne vulgaris. That means dermatology guidelines recommend them early in the treatment of acne. They work for the treatment of blackheads, whiteheads, and inflamed pimples. Overall, studies show that they are similarly effective for mild to moderate acne. Neither one is clearly better for a specific type of acne. However, some studies suggest that adapalene may work slightly faster on the inflammatory lesions during the first week of treatment. So if you're asking which one works better, the honest answer is that they are very close in overall results. The bigger difference is how your skin tolerates them. So let's talk about irritation. This is the most common side effect that all patients have when using retinoids. All retinoids can cause dryness, redness, peeling, and a burning sensation. This happens when you first start them, and this is normal. But adapalene is generally better tolerated than tretinoin. In head-to-head comparisons, adapalene tends to cause less irritation, and that makes it a great starting point for people with sensitive skin, teenagers who are just beginning their acne treatment, or adults who have tried tretinoin in the past and just could not tolerate it. That said, about 30% of patients using adapalene still experience some degree of irritation. So it's not guaranteed to be irritation-free. Both medications can cause an initial acne flare also during the first 4 to 6 weeks. And this happens because retinoids increase skin cell turnover and bring the clogged pores to the surface faster. So it may look worse before it looks better. Sometimes my patients refer to this as the purge, but this is normal and usually temporary. So now let's talk about sunlight and stability of these medications. This is an important difference between tretinoin and adapalene. Tretinoin breaks down in sunlight. That is why dermatologists always tell you to apply it at night and avoid sun exposure, especially when you have it on. It also cannot be used at the same time as benzoyl peroxide because benzoyl peroxide can inactivate it. If you are using both, usually applying benzoyl peroxide in the morning and your tretinoin at nighttime. Adapalene is more stable. It does not break down in the sunlight the same way. Even though the 0.3% version of adapalene is stronger, the 0.1% version still can give great results. Both adapalene 0.1% and 0.3% treat the same types of acne, including pimples, blackheads, and whiteheads. After 12 weeks, adapalene 0.3% reduces total acne by about 45% compared to 42% with adapalene 0.1%. About 21% of people using the 0.3% adapalene achieve clear or almost clear skin, compared to 16% with 0.1%, which is lower, but overall not that much lower. Adapalene can also be applied at the same time as benzoyl peroxide. So if you're someone who needs a simplified skincare routine, this could be a good choice for you. There are even some combination prescription formulations. However, even though adapalene is more stable, don't forget that it can still make your skin more sensitive to the sun. Daily sunscreen is important with either one of these options. So how do adapalene and tretinoin measure up when it comes to anti-aging? Tretinoin has a longer track record. It was the first retinoid approved and has decades of research behind it. In addition to treating acne, it improves fine lines, uneven pigmentation, and sun damage. So if you are dealing with acne and combating signs of aging at the same time, tretinoin may offer more proven long-term anti-aging benefits. Adapalene also has emerging evidence for anti-aging, but the research is just not as extensive as it is for tretinoin. So if anti-aging is your main goal and you are comfortable with a prescription product, tretinoin may be the stronger choice. So how do you choose? If you have mild to moderate acne, sensitive skin, and want something available without a prescription, adapalene 0.1% is often a smart starting point. It is effective, generally less irritating, can be used with benzoyl peroxide, and fits easily into most routines. If you have moderate acne, acne plus sun damage, or want a product with the longest research history for both acne as well as anti-aging, tretinoin may be the better option. Just be prepared that the potential irritation may be greater and make sure that you apply it at nighttime. If you start with adapalene and your acne is not improving after several months, your dermatologist may increase you to adapalene 0.3% or switch you to tretinoin. Both medications can take up to 3 months to show full results. Consistency of application matters more than speed of progress. Finally, remember that no retinoid works overnight. You may see some early improvement in a few weeks, but the full results take patience. Use a gentle cleanser, moisturize regularly, and apply sunscreen every day. Start slowly, perhaps even every other night at first, and you can even mix it with your nightly moisturizer and increase the frequency as your skin tolerates it. The best choice is the one that you can stick with. If your skin is too irritated, you will stop using it. If the routine is too complicated, you'll skip it. Acne treatment is a marathon, not a sprint. If you are unsure, talk with a healthcare professional who can look at your skin, review your goals, and help you build a plan that is best for you. I hope you found this helpful, and remember to hit like and subscribe below, and we will see you in the next video.